all right. Good morning, everybody. Charlie, what's going on, my brother? So we are choosing antivirus. What? So I'm getting these pop-ups because my computer's like, I don't know, 15 years old. Anyway, good morning, Charlie. The rest of the crowd's still sleeping, and Rusty's doing something else. He'll be here in a minute. So this morning we've got. Here you go. This morning we got Birria. Did I? We're gonna, instead of doing like tacos, we're gonna do sloppy joes. Y'all know Tom's Food Factory. This is one of his ideas we were talking about, and then he did it on Instagram, and I decided I was going to do it. But I also want to do a roasted cauliflower with al pastor seasoning. We get this at Kroger, and every time that I go to a Kroger, which we don't have one around us, so we have to go while we're out and about, like out of town, I always pick one of these up. And I don't know why, because I don't use it that much, but I'm going to use it today. And then we got our onion. I got a small onion for my ground beef and yada, yada, yada. So I actually got real buns because nobody else in the house would really like the keto ones. So we'll toast those up later. So with that, I'm getting the oven heated up to 4 1/4. I got some queso because I couldn't find what's that kind of cheese? What's the name of that Mexican cheese that's real good?
Real good? Queso blanco.
No, the other one. It starts with a C.
Covita?
Yeah.
That is a real salty, crumbly cheese.
Yeah, I couldn't find that one. The places I went couldn't find it, probably because I couldn't spell it, but I didn't find it. So I got some queso blanco to drop on top if I want to. But I also got gorgonzola. So, I mean, that might be a little... I think when I read it, it didn't click what kind it is. So it's going to be kind of a stinkier cheese, like a blue cheese. But I thought it would work at the time. But then...
I'm not familiar with that.
But then again, I've also had some, traumatic brain injury. So, it could not be good. It could and it couldn't. I don't know. We'll find out. But the Birria, this is stuff we got at Kroger when I was back in Ohio. And I made the sloppy joe that Tom did. And let me tell you what, it was delicious. Your daughter would love it. So we're gonna use that. But first, we got to brown up our meat.
My daughter went out to the Mexican place with her husband the other day. Came home with leftovers, and it wasn't Birria tacos. But the next morning, she for lunch, not morning, afternoon, she had the leftover Birria tacos. She made ramen noodles and dropped the Birria inside her ramen noodle. Her Birria ramen noodles.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, Faye really likes this like Birria. The guys always give me crap.
It says the gorgonzola is Italian blue cheese.
Oh, so it may not be good for what I want. But I did go to like a second grocery store looking for.
Good morning, Scotty.
Keto, what'd you call it?
Covita?
Yeah, something like that. My Spanish is not good this morning. But I did go looking for it and I couldn't find it. So
yeah, I bought that one time because we were making Mexican street corn on Blackstone, and Cameron said she wanted to have the real crumbly, cohesive cheese, whatever it's called. So I bought a wheel of it. Set the table, we crumbled it up, and that stuff was like eating a block of salt. It was so salty.
yeah, we had got it not too long ago, but I didn't go to that Walmart. I mean, it seems like Walmarts carry different things. So I didn't.
Find the food line right down the road.
I looked there. That's where I went first, and they didn't have it. Maybe because I couldn't spell it, I couldn't find it. I don't know.
Hmm.
You know how that works.
Oh yeah.
So, but anyway, so we're gonna do that. I figured if that gorgonzola doesn't work out, which I don't think it will, because in my head I didn't read gorgonzola, I read something else, and I was like, well, that's got to be close to Conja Club. So, but then I got this Queso Blanco, so Queso Blanco. I don't know what it is. All of a sudden, my English isn't so good. But so anyway, that's what's going on this morning.
Now it says he's doing a half turkey burger. If he's doing half turkey burger, what's the other half?
Yeah, or is he only cutting? Like, is he cutting a turkey burger in half to make it a slider?
Cutting a turkey in half and then half the turkey in between two bones.
Or grinding up half a turkey? I think he just put that just to see if we were listening.
Oh.
He might have been just seeing if we were paying attention.
Pickle says it's going to be freezing here, 78 degrees.
It's 73 right now. We got a rainstorm last couple of days, and it's cooled things off quite a bit. Thought about it. If I'd have thought harder, we would have been outside this morning. But I'm kind of liking the ease of being inside here. Easier cleanup, easier setup.
More comfortable.
Yeah. But we need to get back outside, and I got some Dutch ovens that need some attention.
Good morning, Tom.
Hey! The originator of this recipe. How are you doing? Okay. So while that's starting to brown up.
Honey badgers eating.
What's up, James? So, what you been up to, Rusty?
Oh, just working. Until yesterday, we actually had a family birthday party. So we headed out and played on the farm a little bit, played with a couple of horses. And had a big taco bar last night for dinner. They had for everybody. They had every topping you can imagine. But that's pretty much it. Being able to go spend some time with the family, have a little family excursion. It's only an hour away. It's up in Waxhaw, but still, it was a good time.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Well, Pay went back to the doctor. She's still concussed.
I think the doctor's lying. He's wanting her to keep going back. And keep making money.
Well, they want to try to schedule for neuro because she's getting headaches, and I don't know. My wife said, well, you're not one to give advice because you thought a brain tumor was sinuses. So, oh, and Mr. Rusty threw it out there that my back problems might have been a tumor. They weren't.
I said it's not a tumor.
Let's hope it's not a tumor. And it wasn't. So I had scans the other day, and they were all clear. So Yay! So that anxiety's starting to lift. A little bit of relief.
Tom said he came up with this idea because of something that you did a while back. I guess it's a symbiotic thing going on.
What? Oh. Yeah, I mean, we talked about it on the live. I think I did some sort of sloppy joes, and we were talking about it, and Tom actually beat me to it, making it. So, and then I made it. Kind of gave him a little shout out there. So, anyway, I'm giving Tom credit for this recipe. And I did a quick search, and I don't think there's only like one other channel that's done a sloppy Joe video like this. But I like sloppy Joes, so I mean, we could do like a whole series of sloppy Joes. What do you think of that?
Now, I don't make sloppy joes a lot at home, but when I do, I just use the can of sloppy joe sauce from the grocery store. And that's back whenever you made them here with your sloppy joe powder that you made. The kids really like that because they were up there that day.
Oh yeah, that was a while back. Yeah.
And they said that Pamela at least, she said she likes that more better than she does with canned sloppy joe. I always get.
I haven't. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law, they love they use the Man Witch all the time. And I mean, it's okay. If I'm making it, I don't use it, but you know, I'm not like a sloppy Joe snob where I'm like, oh, this is canned, I'm not gonna eat it. You know?
Oh, Scotty said he's making a half-pound turkey burger.
Oh, half pound.
He just didn't have the word pound in his first message, so. But he's using Uncle Steve's half-pound turkey burger, so.
Okay, so you're using the bird shake? Assuming? What was that video, Pay? Assuming? Like, Pay used to be able to do this video thing like by heart. This little skit.
Scotty said he used to make sloppy joe using venison. The kids didn't know and they loved it.
Yeah. With venison, if you don't tell them and you kind of hide it, my wife, well, she hates it. Just the mere thought of it, and she will cringe. And if she found out that you made her venison and didn't tell her, she would be mad at you for a long time.
Tom said he made sloppy joe using ground turkey and nobody knew.
Yeah, done that.
And Pickle said sloppy bandy.
We've made sloppy joes with just about everything.
Yeah. I haven't used venison. Whenever I get my venison, I'm always making jerky out.
Yeah.
And I'll even do a backstrap or whatever I've got through the grinder just to make jerky. Because I always use ground meat whenever I make my jerky. I don't do the quarter-inch slices and dehydrate it that way. I just use the ground meat and run through my jerky.
I've made jerky a couple times, and when I did, it was the same way you were just saying. Doing the ground, and I found that it was really, really salty. But that was just the way I did it, the way I made it that time, because I'd never done it before. All right, so we're putting a little bit of olive oil on our cauliflower. I did get some pretty good little comments on the roasted cauliflower that I did on the cauliflower or whatever. So I thought, well, let's do that with because you know, Rusty pointed out last Wednesday that I didn't have a side dish.
Actually,
So
I'm planning on doing mashed cauliflower as my side dish this one tonight.
Okay. So we're going to make a side dish. So mashed cauliflower coming up, huh? And then I'm going to put this al pastor seasoning on top. To kind of tie in with my
The new one's Joe anyhow. Why was it such a messy one?
this would be like if I was watching that guy Max Miller with Tasting History. Here's a that's a good lead into Tasting History. All right, so I'm gonna put these in the oven.
I would say there's a very good chance that you'll be making a video Saturday. You might even go live.
Oh man, you got the Egg Fest, right?
No one popped in and said, "Hi, Rusty. Hi, Pop."
Hey, kiddo.
Hello, dear.
How was Caleb? All right. So now we just wait. We wait and talk. Gonna take a while. I should have really started this earlier, I reckon.
You put 20 pounds of beef in that skillet.
I know. But it's all right. Because here's what I thought. I was like, I'm making it. Let me go ahead and make up a bunch because a certain somebody sleeps on the couch, and whenever we make something that a toddler would like, he's like, oh yeah, then he eats the hell out of it. So I thought, well, let me make up a bunch, and then whatever, they don't eat, then I'll have for lunch tomorrow.
And Lee, I must say, I am rather glad to see you cooking ground beef. Because whenever I left my house this morning and I checked my Facebook and all, I saw that you had posted that we were making Birria sloppy joe today. I was thinking the Birria shredded beef, and you were going to be mixing sloppy joe spices into that. So now I see it's actual sloppy joe with a Birria seasoning on it.
Well, so the way that Tom and I had talked about it is you ground up your beef, ground it. You brown up your beef. I got an onion in there, and then we're gonna have to drain the grease out of it, and then we pour this on top, and kind of you put it just enough to where it's sloppy but not soupy. Does that make sense?
Right.
And so I went 2 pounds because I know 1 pound will be about a third to half a jar, because that's how I did it the last time. So with 2 pounds, I should be almost a whole jar.
So in that jar, is that a liquid seasoning? It's not.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. So it's a liquid. Kind of here.
Oh, yeah. No, it said we just got back from the store, and he doesn't want me anymore.
Well, that's Caleb. So Caleb is the boy she watches, caregives for during the week. So hi, Caleb. If he's watching, he's probably not watching. He's probably in his room. But so I did have one interesting comment from the video that I posted about the pork butt. That video's got over 1,000 views. The pork butt on the Weber kettle.
Weber, right?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised at that, but Charlie said that'd be a good one. That's what I get for not listening to Charlie more.
And like I was mentioning whenever we were talking Wednesday night, whenever the question was asked, what have you learned from the doing these lives and doing the videos and all? And I told you that I was a more instructional type of person and you're a more fly by the seat of your pants guy. Videos like that is what I was talking about, because you explain the getting the bud, seasoning it, the temperatures, and you went step by step on getting that bud done. See, that's the kind of videos I was talking about whenever I said, I like the more instructional stuff.
Okay.
And you did it. You did spot on. It was a great video.
Good. Thank you. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, the question. One of the guys in the comments had said that it was fascinating. He'd been smoking, barbecue for years, and has never, ever, ever seen anybody put the wood chunk on top of the cook grate above the heat.
Yeah, I've probably only seen a handful of people doing that myself.
Yeah. I've been doing it for years. I do it on the Vortex. I do it on the Weber kettle. It's harder to do with the new basket setup because you can't really do it. You can't do that, but with the offset, I mean it burns slower. It does smolder, and it doesn't ignite like start a fire up on top, but it burns slower, lasts longer per chunk of wood, and you get, because it burns slower, you get so much better smoke ring, I find. And cooking with Corey, I've been talking about him because he's trying to get back into doing videos. He had actually tried it and really enjoyed it. So, I encourage y'all to try it if you haven't done it.
And like me, I don't have a kettle type grill at the house. I mean, I come home with another grill, this is gonna make me sleep on the couch. I got so much stuff at the house.
Is that really a bad thing?
But that is the only type of cooker I don't have is a kettle type grill.
Yeah.
A charcoal grill. I've got a gas grill. I've got several. My Blackstones, my smokers, my pit bosses, but I don't have any actual charcoal grill. Other than one of the little tiny ones that we got whenever Philo was closing down, and we bought them out of all their.
Oh yeah. That I tore apart and used for
using the grates and the base and stuff for an ash can and all.
But yeah, that was one thing that I don't even know where I saw that or why I started doing it. But even if you take tin foil with chips in it and set it on top of the cook grate above the fire, when you're doing the offset, like the slow and sear, or you're banking your coals on the side, I've found that is just a better way to do it. And I recommend you try it before you discredit it, but it's just something I do. But it was just kind of interesting, guys. Like, I've never, ever, ever seen anybody do that. So. No, blank.
Until said you can get a Weber wrench and then sleep in there.
That's the 26-incher. Yeah. That'd be nice.
$3,000.
Yeah.
They got one on Home Depot on this thing. Like, well, ain't nobody gonna walk out with this one at least.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It'd be, I wouldn't mind, because I do, what I'm noticing is I'm cooking a lot more, I don't know, I'm doing a lot more smaller cooks. So, like, I can set up the Weber, especially with this new basket, I can set up the Weber and do 4 cooks. Like, boom, 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 one after another. 4 or 5 cooks to still have coal left. With that, which I was thinking about that the other day. I might do a comparison video between the 2 baskets. What I found with the Browen's here versus the I don't know, whatever you want to call it, cold basket. I don't know. Ideas. I get tons of ideas, and then it's execution that I lack. Imagine that. So, but so of all the cookers, what is if you could only get pared down to one, that you have, one cooking device, what would it be? Like skillet, we'll get into skillets later, but just smoking, grilling, griddling, if you get down to one device, what would it be?
Oh man, I would have an extremely hard time narrowing it down to one, because each one has a completely different purpose. For smoking, my drone, hands down. For grilling, I don't care if it's my pit boss grills or my gas grill. I really don't care which one it is I'm grilling. But for making stuff like breakfast, fajitas, cheese steaks, stuff like that, I gotta have my grill. I mean, I could not make a Philly cheesesteak on my smoker. Couldn't make a Philly cheesesteak on my gas grill without a Lodge cast iron insert or something for me to griddle on. It's just each device has its own, its own purpose, and I would have the hardest time to try and narrow it down to one.
I agree that each one has its own purpose. I could easily step down just to the Weber kettle. I could easily step everything down to just that.
Yeah, also, you've got little griddle plates on the two burners here. You can stick on top of your kettle. I mean,
because cast iron. I mean, you could throw a flat because you could throw a thing right on top of that. Boom, and you're good.
Yeah.
With a drum, you could pull the basket out, put a few coals in it, and set that griddle plate on top of that, and it would make a charcoal grill that you could hibachi on.
Yeah.
So you could griddle without the griddle. Yeah. It would be more. I think we get tied up in the convenience of this one's my chicken cooker, this one's my breakfast griddle. Like this is, you know what I mean? I think we get so used to doing a certain thing or a certain way.
Right. And that's because we have the ability to do that.
Yeah.
If you lost that ability, you had to make something work. I mean, you have to get a whole lot more, creative in your cooking apparatus.
Yep. Because I know when I first started, man, I was like a snob. You got to have charcoal. You got to be, that's the way to go. You know. But it's, as I've learned, people's time is different. Their culinary ability is different. Their situations,
their finances,
their lifestyle is all different. So that's where all these nice griddles or grills or, smokers they fit each niche. And, I got asked the other day about a Pit Boss. It was a 2-zone propane grill gas smoker. No. Electric smoker. I hadn't seen it, but I'm like, if that's what fits your budget and that suits your lifestyle, you got to learn with what you got,
Right.
And I didn't look up, like I was at Wally World and I looked around and I didn't have that model, so I don't know where he found it, but I'm a charcoal guy. I like that. Weber 14-inch Smoky Joe you can do a ton of stuff on that, and depending on the size of people you're looking for, you can easily modify it to make a smoker, turn the grill into a smoker, just by putting in a diffuser plate. But
even here with Hungry Hussy,
yeah,
he did a review on that particular model the other day. I saw it on YouTube. What I saw was, I didn't see his first review. It was his second review, and he said that he didn't give the grill a proper review the first time because he had only used it once. he said, it's time for me to give you a different and an updated review of this since I've used it several times and I know how it works. And he went through the griddle part and they're saying it's 22 inches. He said, people say it's too small. He said, look at me. He looked in the camera and he said, go into your kitchen and tell me where you have a device in your kitchen that's 22 inches big on your stove.
Right.
He said, this is bigger than anything you've got in your kitchen. You know, and he went to the stove report and stuff that he did a review on that.
Yeah,
that was the first time I had actually seen that model. I didn't even know that they had it until I saw it.
Yeah, I remember seeing that video. That was a Blackstone, I think.
It was.
Because Crazy Pop got one too, and he was doing it. And he's done a couple things where it was smoker on one side and the griddle on the other. Which, hey, you know, if it works, it works. But you know, it's they're hitting all the niches. Like if there's a possible, hey, I want this, Blackstone's gonna make it.
Right.
So, Rex, you so noisy. So you couldn't narrow it down to just one.
If I had to, because there was no choice, of course I would. It'd take me a long time to decide which one it is, but now because I don't have to, I wouldn't even try. Because each one has its own specific purpose, and it makes my cooking experience so much easier and so much more convenient for what I'm doing. That, of course, you know, like I said, if I had to, man, it would take me forever.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Now, I mean, the same can be said for the cast iron. You know, it would be hard for me to whittle down because it's not the cooking experience; it's the history with that piece that I have.
And to me, I have no history relevance whatsoever. I do have that one pan that you like, and then the light tank for me that my mama gave me. I mean, yeah, it was my mama's cast iron pan. I grew up with her cooking in it. I've got it. But I don't feel like that adds any prestige or honor to that particular skill. I mean, I've got so many cooking. I mean, I got my Hex 5 set that I just love the Hex 5 set. I've got my Wolfgang Puck stainless steel cookware. I love my stainless cookware. I've got 30, 40 pieces of cast iron. I like that too. But I'm unlike you. I could care less if I pull out the cast iron over a Hex 5 or a Wolfgang Puck. I mean, I don't care as long as I get the food cooked. That's all I care about. I'm not going to cook in a skillet just because it's cast iron.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to say that my mama's skillet doesn't mean anything to me, but I don't care what I cook in.
Okay.
I would not pull a skillet out just because it's cast iron.
And I'm throwing skillets away because they're not cast iron. Okay. That's good topic.
What I do have certain recipes that I only cook in the cast iron. Like I'm gonna make a pineapple upside down cake. That is made in my mom's cast iron skillet just because it's got the high walls, so it's really deep and it's perfect size for the cake. And so I always make the pineapple upside down cake in that skillet. Cornbread. We are not a cornbread eating family. We could actually care less if we ever have another piece of cornbread again. But every once in a while, if I'm making a pot of chili in the wintertime, she'll get a wild hair of her butt and she'll say, "We're going to make some cornbread with it." And to tell you how little we make cornbread or how little we care about cornbread, we just go get the 99-cent box of Jiffy from the grocery store. I don't like it because I don't like it. It's too sweet to me. And that's probably the favorite one of the family because it is sweet. that's always made in that my mama's cast iron skillet.
I get asked a lot. You put sugar in your cornbread? Of course, any Southerner would know that. And my reply is it depends on what it's going with. Is it just cornbread by itself? Is it accompanied to like a low country boil, chili? Like, what's it accompanied with? And then they're like, what you mean? Well, I mean, I have different cornbread tastes, desires, depending on what we're cooking, what it's going with.
I've got 2 boxes of cornbread that I got because they were marked down to 2 for $1. And it's Famous Dave's jalapeno cornbread. And,
yeah, I've seen that.
And they were marked down 2 for $1, so I just picked them up. And I've had them for a while now because, like I said, they make cornbread. But I got them with the intention of eventually making it. But now I'm gonna say I'm actually looking forward to that because the jalapeno and stuff. I'm probably gonna add a can of tomatoes. I mean, I'll add something into it, but it's not important enough for me to have already made it, and I've had two boxes for probably 3 months.
Yeah, we go in spurts, and of course, diabetes doesn't like cornbread.
People said back to the history of cooking, maybe you should do some research on different aspects of your cook every time, origin of the dish or anything like that.
Oh, kind of do a tasting history type deal, huh?
Yeah, I really like that guy. I mean, it's very important.
Yeah. So Charlie's telling me to put a little more thought into my videos. Okay. I kind of like that idea.
And Tom said that's what the channel Tasting History does.
Yep.
Really making things difficult. Cornbread is cornbread.
Well, it is, but it is because there's times where if I want just cornbread in a bowl of milk, then do you want a sweet cornbread or not? Do you want it with chili?
See, and that's another thing that I've always found weird. Whenever I started dating Teresa, her dad would sit there and eat a bowl of cornbread like cereal.
Yeah.
I'm like, you just take a bowl, crumble up cornbread, and pour milk on it. I'm like, man, I said, we've got cereal in the cabinet. You don't need to do that. But I always thought that was strange.
Yep, we did that. My dad used to do it, and we had leftover cornbread, and we would do that, and he'd do that with cakes, and he still does. What's up, Mike? They're kind of making a mess. Imagine that. I guess I never did ask. Is this still in focus? Yeah. All right, Tom. So here we go. Oh, I didn't even open the plastic.
You didn't plan your cutting board placement too well. All your logo was all upside down in the camera.
Oh, well, I can change that. Because it's sideways for me. But this thing does not want to open. There it goes. So yeah, this is a wet.
You're asking what's to get this in the cookies?
Touche. Just as I expected. Touche, Charlie. Ooh, maybe 2 pounds was a little too much.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Mike said he didn't have to take his brother-in-law to church this morning so he could feed him.
Oh, good. Well, Brother Bill, I hope you watch online, buddy. Ain't no shame in catching the old good word online.
Mike, I'm looking forward to our fish dish this evening.
He sent me a thing on Messenger where a guy had a fish laid out and he had this attachment on like an egg beater,
Yeah,
or something like that on the end of a drill, and it was taking all the scales off. It was pretty funny. I laughed.
yeah. I watch a lot of fishing shows too. Guys have got those electric fish descalers, and a lot of them will take just their pressure washer. They clamp the fish down in the board, and they shoot the pressure washer, in reverse, and they blow off all the scales. Yeah, but that's a bigger mess than just scaling it.
Yeah.
And you got the scaler that has the plastic case around it, so it catches the scales whenever you scale them.
All right. I should probably.
The automatic fish deboner is pretty cool too.
So my grandpa, growing up, we would go to this campgrounds up in Michigan. There was a man-made lake called Elk Lake, and we would go fishing. Catch smallmouth. And what he had this like little thing that it was a roller, and you clamped you put the tail through, then you clamped it, and then you twisted it, and as you twisted it would feed the fillet through and separate the scale or the skin from the fish. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
But I went years and years and years to try to find it, and I could not find it, couldn't find it. I finally found one. Never bought it, though, because by that time, one of my uncles had taught me how to clean a bass. He said, I'll show you once, and then you're doing it. Okay. That's all I needed. Then I moved south, and we get this thing called catfish. You don't clean them the same.
Oh, no.
Well, you're not supposed to. I do.
There was he went fishing yesterday and caught 2 catfish, an 18 and 26.
Ooh.
Tom said he listens to people who make the food that he likes. They obviously know what they're doing.
Well, Tom, if we did that with Rusty. Dude, see what I did there? That was bad, I know. So let's try this. What's up, Terry?
What's up, buddy?
Now that I'm reading this and I think I know what I got, I know it's not what I want. Well, no, you're going to try it because you've never had it.
Oh.
So I picked this up thinking it was that Kanja cheese. But
Yeah, it looks like blue cheese.
it does look like blue cheese. I've had it before.
It tastes just like blue cheese.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, it's not as stinky.
Not for that tasty.
It's not as stinky as blue cheese. But definitely the wrong thing. But hey, whatever.
I'm glad you said, I'm going to see the church this afternoon. Awesome.
Well, we will be looking forward to a report.
It is. Complete Cisco and Ebert review.
Yes, Honey Badger, do a video review of that. That would be awesome. Yes, Rusty, I just cheated. I used the toaster.
I know, I watched it.
I used the toaster because I could.
Tom said, "Oh my God, Gorgonzola, my kryptonite."
Well, I read it as something else, so I'm sorry. I don't even know what I read it as, but it wasn't. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. That's what happens when you go shop when they leave me to my own devices.
It tastes exactly like blue cheese.
Yeah, it's just not as stinky. But Charlie said it's the Italian version of blue cheese. So I don't know. I guess that didn't work out so well. This is all heated through. Just waiting on the al pastor cauliflower. See, now that was just, actually, it turned out to be just enough. I could stand it to be a little more sloppier. But, hey, 2 pounds to 1 jar, Tom. 1.5 pounds would have been perfect. Let's go ahead and turn the heat off on this. It'll stay warm. We still got time. Holy cow, 15 minutes. So, y'all see this, right?
Tom said he's doing chicken outfits for street tacos for the hate fest this coming Saturday.
Nice.
In Saturday is mine and my wife's anniversary. We're married 29 years. So I won't be here next Sunday, fellas. I'm gonna be out of town with her.
Are y'all going out of town?
Yeah, I'm taking her up to Winston-Salem. We're gonna go stay at the Wayland Estate. It's, I guess, it's Winston-Salem's version of the Biltmore Estate.
Oh, okay.
So we got us a romantic getaway plan there, and going through a tour through the facility. Our package that I got, it came with a wine testing and stuff like that, which me and Mike will never do. I mean, we just told me to just keep that ticket. We don't need it. But she's really excited.
Well, good. Good. Y'all need a good getaway. Everybody needs a good getaway. My wife, she's working this weekend, and because she took off for my scans, so she had to work a weekend. So we have not got our 5K in this month, and it doesn't look like we're going to. So that's kind of a bummer. We've been doing good. We got one in. We got 2 in the month we went to. Was it May, April? So it'll kind of even out. But let me see. What am I doing now? What am I doing now? Oh, I wanted to check these. Ooh. So, Tom, how are you doing your al pastor? Are you doing it on a spit, or are you just using it in the marinade and soaking chicken thighs? That's a good question.
Tom said he's doing this with a tomatillo salsa and grilled pineapple.
Ooh. Tomatillo salsa.
People see here. Honey Badger said, "I look for your site, Tom. Is it in Tom's Food Factory?" And he said, "I got people helping me, so it's called the Food Factory. My email is not like Charlie's." And he said, "For your information, you need to buy tickets to get in. All the money goes to James Cancer Hospital."
Oh, nice. Nice. Okay. All right.
Brian Leckerstrom.
Lagerstrom. Yeah.
Okay. But Tom said that Brian Leckerstrom has a very, very good video.
On the chicken al pastor.
I guess.
Yeah, Brian Lagerstrom. He's a he's a big food nerd. From my opinion, he's kind of dry, like binging with Babish. Which I mean, people think I'm dry too. So anyway, but he's very informative, and he does more techie. I want to say more technical, not techie like technology, but technical stuff.
I'm saying video is called 30-minute chicken al pastor.
I like al pastor. I've yet to come up with my own. I don't know why. I've got I got guajilos, and I found a note paste, and the other peppers. What is it? Anaheims that they put in there. I can't find those unless those are the California ones, because there's peppers in a bag. It's called California, and I don't know if those are the Anaheim ones.
Look on the ingredients on the tag. It should tell you, list you what kind of peppers are in there.
Well, that would be a smart thing. I don't know. I never thought of that. I don't know. But I was trying to get Kay's one friend to send me her family recipe for it and for al pastor, but they don't write anything down. So she's like, they don't write nothing down, so we don't know. We just do it. And of course, I'm like, well, just video it and tell me what everything is. I'll figure it out. But you know.
Tom said, I like Brian. He doesn't have the arrogance of Joshua Wiseman.
Yeah.
Or Babish.
Yeah.
I don't know either.
Yeah, they're high up there. I mean, they're that bridge between YouTube and Food Network. If you were like, they're the YouTube version of the Food Network. Like, they're high quality type dudes. Their videos are filmed in like 27K. They're, yeah.
Tom said, Joshua kind of reminds me of Luga. If he doesn't make it, it's not good.
Pretty much. They trash on, well, this is okay, but we can make it better. And, what's that, Ina Garden? Where she's like, well, if you have to get store-bought, this is okay. But if you want to make your own, get this from Italy and get this from Paris and get this from this one spice straight from Asia. And you're like, what? I'm not a big Ina Gardner fan.
Well, speaking of famous cook, did you see where Bobby Flay just opened the place here?
Yes, in Charlotte. He opened up a burger spot. He's supposed to be in town for it. Supposed to be in town for the grand opening. Yeah.
I always liked Bobby Flay.
I used to watch him a lot because he would do a lot on the grill. And, I mean, that was the first time I saw grilled romaine lettuce. And I was like, ooh. So I would kind of watch him to do that. But he does a lot with peppers and spices that I'm not into I'm not like knee deep into the Southwest flavors. I like it on occasion.
Tom said, source your meat from Botswana to make it authentic.
Yeah. All right. So that's our roasted cauliflower. Let's see. Yep. got a little bit of texture to it, so it's not as far as I'd want to take it, like for the mashed or whatever. And let me tell you what, this has got a little spice to it. So what I'm going to do, excuse me. Let me see. What do you think? Should I just plate it up, or should I add a little queso blanco to it?
I think it'd be better without the cheese, personally.
Okay.
If you wanted to add cheese, just leave some out for me without the cheese.
Okay. I'm just trying to.
People said she ate at a place restaurant in Vegas years ago. It was really good.
We ate at Guy Fieri's and Gordon Ramsay's, and up at the casino there in up around Callaway. Does that make sense?
I remember y'all going like this.
Yeah, and it was okay. I mean, it's.
And Mike said that his granddaughter calls Ina the heavy creature.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of her. Let's see. That like that. There we go. All right.
I bet you Flady's hamburgers are going to be $20 in this place.
Probably. Let's get some Casablanca, queso what?
Keto Blanca, white cheese.
It's authentic. I know. I just offended. Yeah, I just offended somebody. Casablanca is not authentic. It's authentic American Mexican. Know what I'm saying, brother? I watched a little bit of Hulk Hogan earlier.
You're watching his speech at Trump's rally.
It was a 30-second blurb is what I watched. That was enough.
It started out whenever he had his wrestling persona and doing his screaming and hollering and ripping off his shirts. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then it got down. He got a lot more subdued, and I am an entertainer, but my name is Cherry. And then he calmed down and went normal.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he did that, but in my opinion, it was a little too late. That entertainment factor was a little over the top.
But that's what you expect from Hogan, right?
It is.
What do you think of that? How's this look? Does this look better than Backyard? Let's do a little spritz of butter. What do you think?
That looks like we're done.
And am I at an hour? Right at. Plus, we talked for a little bit.
Mike said, I tried to eat at Ramsay's place in Vegas. I couldn't get close to the door, much less inside. Is that packed, huh? And Woody Baby says, I think Stephen
Reichland. The Barbecue Bible.
PBS Barbecue is very entertaining and informative.
Yep, Stephen Reichland's a really good dude. If you're wanting to learn barbecue stuff, yeah.
Tom said, I thought you were doing mashed cauliflower. Rip off.
Oh! No, I said roasted. You didn't. You showed up late, Bubba. All right, so let me make some plates for everybody else here. Kids, dinner. As they're all like, They're like, we don't know.
Kids, I see a naked butt on TV. What are y'all watching?
Oh.
Naked and Afraid? Okay.
This is the, what'd you call it? The bilingual, the dual, whatever, where they don't know what the other one's saying. Like they're, yeah. So they're like, the one guy was Guatemalan and the girl was like, I don't know, from Georgia. So they had a huge language barrier. All right. And because the kids are coming, they get cilantro. Rusty got parsley. All right. I am going to put a little bit of just a dollop will do you, right? Dollop of daisy. Some more cilantro on. How's that?
You need to hold your wrist just right and let it bounce off your elbow.
Is that guy still doing that? Salt Bay?
They are.
All right. Well, how do we want to do this? Just do it over here?
Yeah. Look at your picture.
I got one.
Oh, okay.
I got one. So. Y'all get over there. All right. Hold on a second, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you see everybody?
Sloppy Joes never look bad.
Can you see everybody?
Yeah. They see my arm.
All right. Well. All right. Well, Jordan, you're just going to have to like scoot in.
That's right.
Because I don't have. How's that?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's really good.
Okay. Rusty's looking at his fingers. He's
I'm
the smokes.
thinking.
The smokes. He's thinking.
Okay. Honest.
Yeah.
Honest.
You can tell me it sucks.
Me personally, I really do not care for that Birria seasoning.
Okay.
Whatever the sauce you put in here.
You're wrong there.
Rex. Hold on. Rex.
The cauliflower is delicious. I love the spicy bite that I'm getting whenever I'm eating it.
Hold on. Rex knocked everybody off. Try it. You gotta try a piece.
No.
You're wrong.
Okay.
Well, you don't like cauliflower, but I just wanted to see if you like it.
Okay. No, Rex, out.
But I can see where you're right. My daughter would probably devour these. I mean, I know she would love them.
Yeah.
I'm not a big birria taco fan to begin with.
Okay.
I'm much more apt to eat it this way than whenever I was driving down here thinking we were having shredded beef birria tacos on a hamburger bun. So
Smack.
Can y'all see this guy?
This is much better than.
Can y'all see that guy?
Guy?
How much do you like these?
Ew. Ew.
How much do you like them, Jay?
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Does the combination work together?
My answer is no.
Because you don't like birria.
I don't care that birria seasoning you're using. I am not a fan. Birria tacos that we made months ago, whenever we got that package from Sam's Club,
Yeah.
The pre-made stuff. That was edible, but still wasn't my favorite. I did not care. I guess it's just birria. I just don't like it. Again, it's much better like this with ground beef than actually having the shredded beef, on there. But still, in my opinion, this is not a win. Just because my flavor profile, I just don't like the flavor profile.
All right. So from a professional, this smacks. Tastes like birria tacos.
It's busting.
It's busted.
Oh, it's boosting, huh?
Boosting.
It ain't even busting. It's
It's
boosting.
boosting.
Cauliflower. I like cauliflower. It's really good. Jordan.
Do you like it with the cheese or without the cheese?
Um,
Because I put just a little bit on there.
I like it with the cheese.
You screwed up again, Lee. Your onion chunks are too big.
You'll pick them up.
Yeah.
I
The
didn't care. I wanted them to be there.
the ground beef sloppy joe birria tacos, or the birria meat. I like those. I like birria tacos, especially with consomme, and so that's what he did. Kind of, it's kind of like consomme with
There's no consomme. It was just the marinade.
no, but the onions
I didn't have anything
and
to
the
dip, yeah.
cilantro and with some lime, it would bang 100%.
I think we have some.
That ish would bang
Oh, that's lemon.
like you back in the
Right
day,
here.
head banging.
Oh, he ate all the. Here, you can eat Rusty's other one. He won't touch it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot.
Now, you ain't kidding.
She just, y'all missed it. She just rounded that
Talk
thing.
about pucker power.
Yeah.
I'm good.
All right. Well, good. Sorry you didn't like it. Not sorry, because
I'm good.
Tom, this is what we made, buddy. Thank you for the recipe and the idea.
The cauliflower is really good.
Hey, at least you found something you like. Surprised it was cauliflower, but it's got a nice little spice to it. That al pastor's got a chili powder flavor that I get.
Mm.
Okay, well, there's more, fellas. All right, so let's get out of here. Send us out of here.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching the show.
Jeez, what were you reaching for?
I was moving the camera a little bit.
Oh,
Tilt it up. There we go.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us today. Remember, there's always 2 rules of cooking. Did you have fun? Did it taste good? Rock on. You guys are awesome. I'll see you guys next week. Later.
Have a great week, guys.